to answer. This is Stephanie in the Morning, where locals take the mic. Your neighbor, your favorite shop owner, maybe you. Business, community, culture, and whatever's on your mind over coffee. Let's start the day together. Powered by Lemonadio. That. Eric, we thank you so much.
Eric, thank you for all of the things that you do to keep me in check.
I've got Jillian back from Ballin Medical and looking forward to this conversation, a little bit of sex education. Hey, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Right?
Yes, Friday.
And I have been getting text message after text message from several of your clients, people that met you on our last show that have been visiting you, and like they're really looking amazing. My friend Cindy Collings has been singing your praise. She looks phenomenal. She was at our annual meeting last night. Girl, you look good.
That's nice to hear. It's nice when people feel like they get success out of whatever they're doing to improve their lives.
Yeah, because everybody's got different stuff going on within them. Our hormones are all over the place. I know for me, I don't even know whether I'm coming or going. I had my annual meeting last night, so you'll have to excuse the dust as it settles today.
It's okay. It's Friday. We're going to get through it. We're going to start the day talking about sex at 7:30 in the morning.
Let's do it.
And then it's going to get great.
You're right. Everyone's like, oh, I don't know about that. Please come with your questions if you've got them for Jillian Martin.
Yes.
Talk to me about Ballin Medical just to get everybody up to speed as to what you do, who you are, and why you're here.
Absolutely. So I'm a double board certified nurse practitioner. I own a hormone optimization clinic in Marston's Mills where I think my youngest patient is 15. My oldest is 78. I treat a wide array of hormone problems from PCOS to endometriosis to menopause to men with low testosterone. I see people in the office and telehealth across the entire state of Massachusetts.
And you have just opened up your own practice. She's about to be a doctor, everybody. I'm waiting for Doc Martin.
Yeah, me too. I'm waiting for Doc Martin too. I have a pair of Doc Martin sneakers that my husband is like, I don't think you're allowed to wear those yet.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes. So a couple more months, I'll have my doctorate, and then, which does nothing.
I know.
By the way, but except I get to say I'm Doc Martin.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Super fun.
And you work really hard for it too.
I
And I mean, in the academia world of things, if you've got a MD or whatever D next to you.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm just tired of homework. I've been doing homework for 35 years, I think.
Right?
Yeah. I'm tired. And I write papers like all day, every day.
But Jill, you're so knowledgeable. I mean, she really is a fountain of wealth knowledge when it comes to body, things going on. You really at heart are a diagnostician.
Yes. At heart, it's like I'm including things, I'm excluding things. You know, I don't cover the full spectrum of everything that could be wrong with somebody, but I can certainly do a lot.
And it really, diagnosis is her strong suit, and you love research too.
I love research. I know. I literally have like 3 books in my purse right now.
Like just in case.
Just in case.
So we're talking about sex education today. So like jump it. Hey, David, I'm here to learn. Hello, Cheryl. How are you? Thanks for joining us this morning.
Lovely.
All right. Let's talk about
it. Let's talk about it. We're going to start super easy, and then we'll move into the more complicated stuff. So the basic gist, in this country, especially, sex education is non-existent.
We don't talk about it.
Right? We don't talk about it. 11 out of 50 states have a formal sex education program in middle school. And then crickets.
Right?
Nothing happens.
You learn the birds, the bees, the flow.
Not even. What we learned is like, okay, you don't want to get pregnant and you don't want to get an STD.
Yep.
That's the extent of it, right? There's never a discussion about libido, pleasure, arousal, or orgasm. They're like, oh, hey, you're going to figure that out on your own. Right. Which, no, does not happen.
Yeah, we never. My mother was a nurse and we still never talked about that.
Right. Right. My poor kids, when I was learning to put in IUDs.
Oh, God.
I had a fake pelvis at my desk at home. And I would be like, kids, now's a great time. Come on in. Let's talk about the clitoris. And they're just horrified. Come
on, let's go. I laughed. I recently shared a photo of my son when they were at the Boston Science Museum, and it's my daughter at the other side of that pelvis model.
Yes.
And my son's like, oh, so that's where I grew up. And I burst out laughing. It was just the cutest little 6-year-old boy saying?
I had my neighbor has kids the same age as mine, and their son used to watch like these medical mystery shows when he was little, like
Hysterical.
when he was young.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And one day his mom came into the room and he's like wiping his face down and like panicking, and she's like, "What is wrong?" He's like, "I came out of your vagina." He had just realized, and it was like so funny.
Right.
So funny. Yeah.
Yeah. The stork did not bring you, just in case
No,
you're joining us
just
and you're
in case,
wondering.
right? Just today, right?
Yeah, we really do not have an education in any
No.
of that. It's taboo. We don't talk about it.
Yeah. And I mean, with how much access we have to information these days, you could find a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Right? You could read a book, but having a conversation is a lot easier.
Titillating topic for the morning. PG-17. A little PG-17. What's
I
up,
think
Maria?
I only get a little aggressive with some terms, but again, I'm in the medical field, so it all seems fine for me.
Oh my, yeah, right. I know.
Right.
It is what it is.
It's biology.
Right.
Yeah,
Thank
this is
you.
your morning biology lesson. Yeah.
Welcome in. If you're joining us, hey, it's Friday. You can
It's
handle
Friday.
it.
Yeah. So what is libido, right?
Yep.
Everyone is like, I don't know what that word means, right? It's basically your sex drive.
Yep.
It's how interested in sex or sexual relations, or how motivated are you to have sex is the basic gist of it. Most importantly, especially for women, libido is a mood. It's not a light switch. It doesn't go on and off. Am I sad? Am I happy? Am I excited? Am I angry? Do I want to have sex? It's in that same thread of a mood. So it's super.
So it's different from men.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes. As men age, they get more in that it's a mood rather than a light switch.
Yeah.
That certainly happens. But yes. And it's multifactorial, right? We're going to get into some of the causes of it. And it's not just like you're not broken. Let's just say that. You are not broken if you have a poor libido. There are a lot of factors. And it's not just one hormone. Sometimes it's not any hormones.
Okay.
Sometimes it's life.
Sometimes I'm just not interested.
Yes.
I don't feel like a nut today.
Right. And it's totally normal to have fluctuating libido. Like for women, especially. Most of my discussion today is about the women in their body.
Yep.
Men have some of these challenges as well. They're a little easier to fix for sure. So when you're a woman and you have a normal menstrual cycle, you have a biologically built-in period of when you do and you don't want to have sex.
Okay.
When it's
good to know.
Yeah. When it's time to ovulate, when your body is like, it might be time to make a baby.
Yeah.
Your body's like, do it.
Okay.
Do it. When it's not time to make a baby, and when you're in that PMS window, your body's like, you don't need that.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
So we get cues already built into everything. Happy spring, Dave. Yeah, spring is sprung in this studio this morning.
Yes.
We're talking about the fever, the spring fever, if you will.
Fever. I guess it is like animal mating season.
Yes, it is. My cat is crazy right now.
Is your cat not fixed?
He's fixed and he's still crazy.
Good for him.
I don't know whether it's the smells, the sounds, like birds are chirping in the morning now, and we're active.
Yep.
Let's go. It's on. It's mating season is right.
Mating season. Yes.
The window is open.
Now, for the normal fluctuations, it only becomes an issue, and this is a silly sentence, when it's an issue, right? If you have low libido or decreasing libido or zero libido and you're not bothered by it, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's when it impacts your life in a negative way, meaning you don't feel good about yourself because you don't want to have sex.
Yeah.
Or it's impacting your marriage, or you feel like something has gone wrong. That's when we address it. As women hit menopause, we stop making all of the hormones that give us libido.
Okay.
So it's normal for that to go away.
Okay.
Because Mother Nature says your eggs are old. Do not make a baby with those
We're good.
eggs.
These are cobwebs.
Right.
I'm fine.
Yeah. So that's totally normal. But if you want to keep your libido because you enjoy the intimacy, you enjoy the sex, we have a lot of different things that can happen to fix that.
Yep. Yes.
Sure.
You're entering the birds and the bees conversation, Aubrey. So buckle up, Buttercup.
Buckle up. Birds and the bees. Less, I guess maybe a little less about the penis. More about the vagina today.
Yep. Hey.
Yep.
We're here. Good morning, Miss Eva. Thank you so much. Eva has been working with Jill a little bit, and she's just really excited to finally get some answers and feel cared for. So thank you
Yes,
very
of
much.
course.
You are definitely in a safe space here.
Safe space. Yes. There might be trigger words.
Yeah, right?
I don't know.
She's been throwing clitoris and vagina out here like it's nothing. So
we're going to get to the clitoris in a
my
second.
Catholic schoolgirl is
Same,
dying inside.
Same. I went to I'm definitely going to burn in hell for that.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry for it though, right?
That's okay. I'll go to penance.
There you go. That's
Right?
it.
It's Lent.
Hi, Rick Burgess. Welcome into this Lenten conversation. I'll have fish later today.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm 5 years old. Let's go, Jill.
Yeah.
We're really talking about this because it really is an issue. I find myself as I'm older, can I just read a book? My
Right.
poor husband.
Right.
I'm like,
or you're like, if I just read this book and don't make side eye contact,
you won't
it's
need
gonna
things
be
from me.
fine.
Definitely desire has shifted.
Desire shifts, and that's normal. It's not abnormal. It's if it bothers you and you want to do something about it, that we have it. We address it in a conversation.
Yeah. Rick asked if there will be pictures to illustrate this topic.
You know
No,
what?
sir.
I should have brought the pelvis.
Talking about going second gear to 54th gear. Good morning, Kenny. We're here this morning.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
We are talking to Jillian Martin. She is from Ballin Medical. Definitely look them up. They do a vast variety of things, hormone replacement therapy. And also we're here talking about libido. We're talking about sex. So if you've got questions, drop them in the chat.
Yes. I'm not shy.
I love that for us.
Yeah. Well, and that's part of this conversation is like, let's normalize the conversation, not just about sex. And it doesn't have to be weird, but like we have biology, they're body parts, and we should know how they function. But it's also important to know that desire is not the same as arousal, which is not the same as the ability to have an orgasm.
Okay.
Those are three different things.
Okay.
Okay.
And none of them are interlaced, or they're all interwoven, sort of?
They're all kind of interwoven, but you know, your desire or libido is like, is your brain thinking about sex?
Okay.
Right. Even if your body doesn't want to cooperate.
Gotcha.
Right. Is your brain thinking about it, and not in a way like, oh my God, I don't want that to happen.
So what if our brain is not thinking about that?
So there are a lot of possible factors. A lot of them are hormones, but most of them are stress.
Makes sense.
So, and I get to it later, but I'll actually jump to it now. So stress, everyone lives in a state of stress. We're super busy. We're overscheduled, right? Which our body doesn't differentiate stress of like, I'm dying from hunger or I'm running from
There's
lions,
a lion chasing me, right? All the same.
Or your to-do list is 20 pages long. So your body can't tell the difference. So that puts us in a fight or flight mode, meaning you're in a chronic state of your cortisol is super high, you're panicky a lot, you're not sleeping, you're not rested. And when you're in fight or flight, your body's like, it is not the time to reproduce, girlfriend. Okay. It's not safe to have a baby right now because you might die any minute.
Interesting.
Yeah. So all of those biological functions that tell you I should reproduce biologically, meaning lubricated vagina, brain interest in sex, your body says no.
Okay.
So stress is a huge culprit of that, for sure. Can everyone reduce their stress? No.
Yeah, right.
But at least if you acknowledge that that's a huge part of it, there are some tactics to overcome that.
Yeah, somebody asked me last night, they're like, do you ever sleep? I'm like, I do have full 47 minutes yesterday. I'm like, Elf.
It's like a power nap. Right.
I'm good.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah. And poor
But that's
sleep.
my energy, though.
Yes.
I mean, that's different.
Yeah. No, I need a full 8 hours, and I did not get that last night, so I'm going to be a little punchy later today.
Well, I had vaccinations also yesterday, so I can't feel the left side of my body.
So we're not going to raise the roof today.
We are hot messes, but we're here to talk about all of it.
Yes. Yes.
So we've got this situation where, you know, our eggs are getting old.
Yeah.
Things are happening. So our brain is telling us you don't need that anymore. And this is where we're at right now sometimes.
Yes. And 10 to 15% of adult women have never had an orgasm.
Stop it. That's not even real.
That's literal science.
Really?
Yes. I have a study if you want it. Yeah.
That's sad to me.
It's sad to me too. It is sad to me too. But there are several factors to that, right? Some people can have trauma, right,
Yeah.
which would prevent them from having that. If you have a history, even if you've enjoyed sex, if you have a history of painful intercourse
Mhm.
or any type of physical abnormality that might make that hard, your body connects that to a negative experience. So your ability to orgasm is much harder
Okay.
because your brain is like, we didn't enjoy that. It's not a good thing for us. So it doesn't get to the good place of orgasm. You can overcome it, but it's hard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is mental.
It is mental, right? The biggest sex organ in the body is your brain. Mhm.
Interesting.
And then the clitoris.
Sorry, guys, you don't have one of those.
They do. The same skin that makes the clitoris is the head of the penis.
Well, there you go. I didn't know that. We're learning today.
Yes. Yep. And the same skin that makes your labia is what makes the scrotum.
Well, then why can we have multiple orgasms and guys can't?
That's a totally different biological answer. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just curious.
But I will tell you that the clitoris has 10,000 nerve endings.
Okay.
Okay. Most of them are underneath. You can't see them. It's like there's the clitoris and then all of the nerve endings are underneath.
Okay.
So 10,000 nerve endings. It is the only organ in the body made specifically for pleasure.
All right.
Yeah. So you kind of need to use it literally.
Use it or lose it, everybody.
Use
Hi,
it or
Cindy.
lose it.
Rick Sabetta, I'm too young for this show. Good morning, Ashley. You jumped right on into it this morning.
Yes, we
Walt
sure
Perkins,
did.
this is the best first day of spring ever.
Oh, it's the first day of spring? I did not know that.
It is. Kelly, great event last night. Thank you so much. I know, I really can't. I feel like I'm talking about my annual meeting. And thank you so much for showing up. I wish that we had had a little bit more time together, but we had 180 people jammed in a room last night with a tight timeline.
That's a lot of people.
Talk about stress.
Yes, right. Fight or flight.
I have been living in that stressful moment of making sure everything was going to go off without a hitch, but everybody had a great time.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's over and behind me and we can move on with our life. Does that help after you've relieved that stress? Or,
Yes.
or is this that orgasm
it
situation
can.
relieving stress?
Yeah, it sure can, right? So we have a lot of chemicals in our brain and throughout our body that help with desire, arousal, and orgasm. The number one is dopamine, which is a reward neurotransmitter, which comes from your brain.
Okay.
So if you've had a positive sexual encounter in the past, with or without orgasm, but you enjoyed it, that has released dopamine, meaning you got reward out of that. So your body will remember it.
Okay.
So yeah, for sure. And then endorphins, meaning you had a super exciting thing or like you went skydiving.
I was going to say, you can do that from other things, right?
Yes, you can. But you can do it in the bedroom for sure.
All right, then let's do it.
Yep.
What if we've lost that endorphin feeling in the bedroom, Jillian?
Yes, that does happen for sure. And a solution, and it's not a 100% guarantee, is you need to do novel things, not in the bedroom.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't mean you need to like find something weird to do in the bedroom.
Okay.
It means do something different with your partner outside of the bedroom to spike those endorphins.
Ah, okay.
Right? Like go rock climbing or something you've never done together that's new or interesting for each of you. Just the new experience will release endorphins.
Huh.
Yep.
Maybe that's why my husband and I like to travel and go see new things.
That's certainly true. Yeah.
We've developed this just like, all right, where are we going next? Let's go.
That's why vacation, a lot of people get pregnant on vacation, right? Because they're like, this is new and exciting.
Vacation sex is like the best sex.
Exactly. Because it's new.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. That's super common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also clean sheets. I don't know what it is.
That's a huge thing. Yes. Right.
Mari's like, oh, wow, we're having a morning conversation today. She goes, I love sex therapy better than sex talk.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And
it's actually a whole field.
Also, good morning, Miss Amy. What is the field?
It's called sexology, which I don't love that word. Like it should be better. Or sexologist is usually the people. They're basically mental health therapists that are specially trained in all of the things that could go right and wrong with sex.
Well, there's got to be a lot of things that can go right and wrong with sex.
Absolutely.
Jared told me that making dog voices before sex is not okay. She said she was trying a new thing.
I did say outside of the bedroom.
Can I just tell you I love you? Thank you so much for jumping right on into this topic today. I had no idea what we were going to get into when we were talking libido, but we discussed it last time that we were going to do this.
We did. We talked about it last
I'm
time.
here and I'm thrilled to be talking about it. What about medically?
Medically. Yeah, that's the great question, because really
you're like, something is wrong with me medically.
Yes.
I really feel like it is.
So we have a ton of things medically and environmentally really that can cause low libido or low desire or inability to orgasm.
First off, what is libido?
Right? Libido. Do you want to have sex?
Okay. That's just all it is.
Is your brain motivated to have sex?
Okay.
That's basically the short answer of it.
So my answer was no. I go to, okay, let's talk about medical things that might be wrong with me because of this.
Yeah.
Because that's really where we go when something's wrong with me. Let's go to the doctor, right?
Yeah. Which not enough people do. They're like, I must just be broken.
Why do we do? I feel like women do that way too often. We're like, we're fine. It'll be better tomorrow.
Right. Or they
5 years later.
Yeah. Right.
Still a problem.
Yes. Or they live with this inner guilt and it's actually desire mismatch is the inner guilt.
Huh.
So desire mismatch is a sexology term, mental health term that says my desire doesn't match that of my partner and I have inner turmoil about it.
Do we ever truly sync up though? I mean, like sometimes you're on a good flow, but I feel like most partners, most relationships, most marriages, you have on times and you have off times and like everybody's doing their thing when they're doing it.
Right.
So, I mean, I think it's really hard.
It is. I think.
No pun intended. To line it up.
I did not bring props.
Sorry.
That's super funny. So I think the only time I know for sure that people have a match is when they're trying to have kids.
Okay.
Right. When they're not having like,
we've got a job to do.
Right. And then even sometimes if you like look at any TV and the woman is like, she's got her ovulation tracker and they're sticking her with ovulation
that stresses me out,
which is super stressful. And she's got a clock going. She's like, we got to do it in the next 2 minutes or my eggs are no good. Right. And the guy is like, right now. Right. That's a different type of desire mismatch where the guy feels like it's a job because she's motivated to have a baby.
Your husband just said he's rethinking his thought to send his mother the link to the show today.
Oh, that is super fair.
Sorry, Eric.
However, I will say for her, she was a maternity nurse for over 30 years. She knows what's happening down there.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not worried about whether she listens. And she might even correct me about some anatomy. She's seen it a lot.
So I love that. I have a friend that has a wife that started testosterone along with her hormones and says his wife went from like 15 to 20 seconds, like just in. She's in it.
Yes. That can definitely happen. Yeah.
A little testosterone in your life?
Or a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. If your low libido is hormone based, which we can actually check on labs, we can see that.
Okay, so I can come to you. Something's wrong. I'm not interested anymore. We're going to run some labs and take a look.
Yeah, we will look at estrogen and we will look at testosterone. We also look at other hormones, but progesterone is not necessarily tied to libido, but that is the hormone that keeps you calm and not anxious and helps you sleep. So if those are the things that are preventing you from being interested in sex, then for sure.
Do you feel like most of the time it's a hormone situation or it's not necessarily the case?
It's like 70% of the time it's a hormone thing. It's pretty high, but hormones will only get you so far if you're in that fight or flight all the time.
Yeah. And that's only a snapshot of the moment in time, right?
Yes,
like that's totally different. And
for sure. Yeah. But there are lots of other medical things, like when someone has anemia or low iron, which is super common for women, especially if you still get your period. That is a huge cause of fatigue and exhaustion. If you're fatigued and exhausted all the time, do you want to have sex?
Yeah, no.
No, you want to go to sleep or just sit on the couch and literally like not use any part of your brain or your body.
Yeah. I find myself doing the potato a lot.
Yes. So anemia is a super easy fix. That's not a hormone. You just take an iron supplement, right?
Okay.
Thyroid issues. If someone has hypothyroidism, meaning they're kind of moving slow, they have a little weight gain, their brain is a little sluggish. That's also a lot of fatigue, right? So fixing your thyroid can fix it. And then pelvic floor issues are huge.
Yep.
Meaning all those Kegels that everyone has talked about, at least since as long as I've been
Boys
alive.
are supposed to do those too,
They
right?
are.
Okay.
Yes, they are.
Because I had heard that somewhere recently. And I was like, I didn't know guys have to do those as well.
They do, yes, because they need to stimulate that muscle, or when they age and like they get to a nursing home, they're going to be incontinent because they don't have control over that muscle.
Guys, better
right?
start flexing.
Yes. Flex. Yes.
Flex your downstairs.
Yes.
Rick says, oh God, why does sex bring on so many headaches? Do you want to? Not tonight. I have a headache. Very cute. Hello, Ruth. Good morning. It was so nice to meet you. Don't judge me by just the show.
Oh, no. Today is like a one-off. We're not judging by today at all.
Virginia said, during my marriage, I was miserable, not interested in all but hormones, and a hot dude changed my life.
Okay, good for you, girl.
Go Virginia.
Yes, go Virginia. Yes. Lots of medications cause low libido. And
Okay.
that's actually the number one cause outside of like aging.
Yep.
That happens. So oral birth control kills your libido.
Interesting.
Yes. Yep.
Well, it makes sense since that you said
Yep.
it's tied to baby making
Yes,
time.
it's tied to baby making time, and it's blocking that entirely.
Interesting.
Yes. So that's a huge one. A medication called spironolactone, which they give a lot of young ladies for acne, kills your libido.
Interesting. And I heard a lot of antidepressants as well.
Yeah, that's the biggest one.
Yeah.
Yes. SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors is what that means. Anything that they put you on for depression, anxiety, the number one side effect is low sex drive in both men and women.
Interesting.
The number one. So it's like if you're depressed because you're not having sex and then you go on this medication, right? It's not going to help.
Now I'm depressed and my body's depressed.
Right.
We're all depressed over here.
Yes. And it's just going to make you not care that you're not having sex.
Well,
anymore.
and I mean, it's 2026. I'm surprised when I meet someone that's not on an antidepressant. I'm like, good for you.
Good for you.
I know.
Right.
I'm rock dogging life right now. And I don't even know how I'm doing it. I'm just like, every day is a new adventure. And I'm like, oh my God, why am I not medicated?
Yes. Well,
I'm not
medicated in any way.
Nope, just fully crazy. I'm just letting it out, right?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
My hippie times are happening right now.
Yep.
But yeah, I know a lot of people that are definitely struggling with that medication aspect of having the antidepressant and then the repercussions of it mentally and physically with their sex drive.
Right. And it's hard to tell because the antidepressants do a lot of other things. Like they just blunt your overall, like everything. They kind of make it a softer around the edges. But they also cause a lot of weight gain. So is your low sex drive because you don't feel good about yourself?
No, I'm fat, not having sex and depressed.
Right.
This sounds horrible.
Horrible. Right.
RTB said there's an app for that. Male Kegels. There's an app. All right.
It's probably just a timer. I wonder if it has a picture.
And flex. So good.
Needs a visualization.
Okay, so we're over here, fat, depressed, not moving,
Yes.
not having sex. What is happening? How do we get out of that funk?
Well, first I'm going to say, don't just like cold turkey stop your antidepressant.
Okay.
Right. If you're on right now and you're like, shit,
no,
I'm done with that.
No,
don't do that.
Please.
Do that through medical advice. If you feel like you used to have amazing sex drive and then you went on this medication, have that conversation with your provider. Be like, could this be the cause of my low sex drive?
Yep.
I mean, the answer is yes.
Yeah, right.
What they will do about it is questionable.
Okay.
So just be aware that could be the cause of it. And there could be a path forward if you have a provider that can have that conversation. But lots of other things, right? Like substances cause a huge decrease in your sex drive.
Such as?
Marijuana.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to say this. If anyone has ever used marijuana, it's legal now. So I think it's safe to have
Yep.
that conversation.
I know the comedian last night when I had a room full of children started talking about getting stoned and I was horrified. I was hiding in the other room. I'm like, oh my God.
I mean, maybe they could if that rocks were being thrown at them.
It is
It's a different
illegal. I
type
mean,
of
it is
getting
legal.
stoned. It
Yeah,
is-
exactly. So I'm like, whatever, but also, come on.
It is legal, but impacts your brain. Now, if you've ever read anything, done it, all of that cotton mouth that you get
Yep.
right from marijuana also happens to your vagina.
Thank you for that visual, Jillian.
Right? It dries everything up. So
guys, we're dry. Leave me alone.
So that's going to be super uncomfortable.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Yes,
Wow.
right.
Wow. Hemp saves, so says Kelly. Do you have a salve for that?
Right. Yes. They make it out of marijuana.
Hysterical. I'd never heard that, but okay. Thank you for the visual.
I mean, it's a mucous membrane.
Okay,
it's
yeah.
the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah. So yes, it will cause dry vagina, which might reduce some of your inhibitions around having sex.
A little different than dry eye. We've got dry vagina.
Yes, dry vagina. But yes, 100%. And alcohol, right?
Okay.
Alcohol, obviously, people use as a social lubricant,
Yep.
right, to kind of get rid of some inhibitions. But long-term use dampens your dopamine, and dopamine is what you need to want to
Okay.
have sex.
So this is interested, but that's not.
Right.
So now we've got a mismatch.
Yes, a mismatch for sure. Yep. And then stress, which we talked about.
Yeah.
Right? And the big concept of stress and trying to fix it is the concept of brakes and accelerators.
Okay.
Accelerators are the things that make you want to have sex, right? You're on vacation, or you're young and you're newly in a relationship. You're trying to have a
Oh,
baby.
that's so fun.
Right. Yeah, the newness of it. Right?
Yeah.
Those are the accelerators. The brakes are everything that make you not want to have sex, right? You work 50 hours, you have 3 kids. Your spouse doesn't help with the chores, which I like to call
I have a full book here of those breaks.
We need chore play. It's
chore
play. It's literally.
I'm interested in that.
It's
Oh, babe,
literally
you
a
look so
term.
sexy while you're doing those dishes. Let's get it.
Just the fact that your partner would help with chores can actually increase someone's desire to have sex.
I read this article the other day and I literally sent it to my husband and I was like, look at all of the things that you could be doing to make me want you more. It's like laundry,
Vacuuming.
dishes, washing the floor. And I'm not kidding, it would. Try it.
Just make a note.
Right?
Make a list.
Guys, try it.
Right. Which chore do you like the least? And see if you can
take that off of her.
Right, absolutely.
Or him, or however your relationship is. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just get it done.
Yeah. So the breaks are all those things where you're like, the kids are screaming, maybe the sheets are dirty, whatever that looks like. Literally anything. So the goal.
This is where that headache conversation comes in. What is wrong that I can find and throw at you?
About all the chores you have to do.
Deflect.
Deflect. Absolutely. Deflect it. Right. What does that look like? So the bigger goal is to not necessarily add an accelerant. Right. We want that too. The bigger goal is to remove the brakes.
Yeah.
Right. That's going to be the fastest way without medication or without hormones in life to improve your libido. So remove the brakes.
Okay.
So do we need to go on vacation all the time? No, we need to reduce some of the stress. Yeah.
I disagree. I feel like we need to go on vacation all the time. There have been studies that show exercise is 1.5 times more effective than SSRIs. So imagine what I can do for your sex drive.
Yes.
There you go.
Absolutely true. Yeah. And that's the overall picture of how do you feel about yourself, right? A lot of low libido, especially for women, their bodies never feel like their own bodies again after having children, right? Whether it's because they're overweight, which isn't true for everyone, or your body just does weird things when you have babies. You have these loose hip muscles and you're like, I don't know what's happening down there.
Legitimately. I have this weird hip thing. So if I exercise for multiple days in a row, I'm all of a sudden walking like I ride a horse and I don't know what happened, but children is all I can say.
Yeah. So women will just feel self-conscious about these changes without any like reinforcement that their partner loves them regardless of what those changes
Yeah.
are.
Yep.
You know, that's super important. And the exercise can help that. It's not just about losing weight. It's not just about health and longevity, although those are super important. It's about if you feel good about yourself, you're going to be more interested in having sex anyway.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about desire mismatch. I want to, he doesn't want to. He wants to, I don't want to.
Yes.
This goes on
Yes.
forever.
So there are
Rinse, repeat.
rinse and repeat, right? Almost forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost forever. So there are two different types of desire. Theoretically, there are probably more, but one is called spontaneous desire, which is like you don't need any, the desire happens before there's any stimulus. That you could think of this as what most men have.
Yeah.
Right.
You look hot in that red dress.
Right.
Let's go.
Exactly. So that's spontaneous desire. You're in the mood without prompting. It's more common earlier in relationships, right?
Okay.
Like you're motivated, like I'm going to shave my legs and we're going to go on a date and this is going to be amazing, right? It's often what people expect desire and libido to look like forever.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's from television or books or
Well,
because
yeah.
that's how it was early in the relationship.
Yeah.
When that changes, they feel like they're
Well,
broken.
and we also romanticize that
We do.
space a
We
lot
do.
when we're
Yes.
like, okay, our life isn't like that.
Right.
And we not every
Right.
day is like that.
Not every day is like
You don't
that.
get a cake
Yeah.
every day.
Right. You could. You could just make a cake every day.
That's true.
Yes. The other one is responsive desire, which is where most women live, right? The desire comes after the stimulation begins. And it's not just physical touch. It's like, you know, foreplay really starts at the beginning of a day of like complimenting your partner or helping out around the house or laying some groundwork that, hey, maybe later we'll have intimacy. It doesn't have to be sex, intimacy. But I'm laying the groundwork now so that throughout the day, your brain is starting to think about it so that later on, the physical part is easier.
Okay.
Right. So that is the responsive desire. Again, common in women and long-term relationships. Men also hit this responsive at some point later in their lives. Right.
Okay.
So it's super important. And this has to be recognized as more normal.
Yeah.
This is where the conversation has to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when we think about things like Viagra, right, which we don't have for women per se, we have some things similar, but everyone thinks you give a man Viagra and he's good. He's ready to go. And that's not true. And I'm going to tell you a funny
Interesting.
story.
The little blue pill isn't always a fix.
I'm going to tell you a funny story. And I'm not going to say any names because I'll get somebody in trouble. Okay. There were some people that took, this was when they were teenagers.
Yep.
They took Viagra from one of the parents' medicine cabinets.
Yep.
Crushed it up and put it in their friend's drink. Now, I'm not endorsing this. I'm just telling you a story because they wanted to see like, oh, it's going to be super funny. We're at a party and he's going to be super embarrassed because he's just going to get an erection. And he didn't because he wasn't thinking about sex.
Hysterical,
but a great science experiment.
Yeah, right.
Right. Yes. So what that says,
we don't condone this.
I don't condone it. Don't do it. Don't drug people. So what that says is like, maybe had he thought about sex at that party, maybe if there was someone he was interested in, maybe that erection would have happened super fast for him.
Yeah.
But that wasn't what was happening. So it didn't do anything.
Interesting.
It's super interesting. Yeah. So the
Viagra just like assists you on your way to get what you want.
Yeah. So if you're thinking about sex as a man and you're struggling to have an erection, regardless of what the cause is, the Viagra will make that happen faster. But if you just take it every day and you never think about sex, it's not going to do anything.
All right, then.
Yes.
Kelly said Stephanie Viva is my favorite show, and now I know why.
I
never know what you're going to get when you come in here. I did warn you earlier. We had a wellness week.
Wellness week. Yes.
And we are talking about libido. We're talking to Jillian Martin from Valen Medical. Yep. And we're talking about libido today. We've had a little bit of sex education.
Yep.
We talked about, some possible medical situations that it has. And then also that mismatch, that desire mismatch, which seems to be a lot of problems, especially in like my age demo for sure. Where we're, hormone flexing, life is flexing, everything's all over the place. And it's like, do you, I don't, do you, maybe, can we just do it tomorrow? Love you.
Yes.
And then tomorrow sometimes never comes.
Right. I think that's a country song.
That makes for great pumps at the gym, though.
I cannot condone that, but possibly
Hysterical.
that might be true. Yeah. So does testosterone, by the way.
I know of an older man who took diagrams so he wouldn't dribble on his new golf shoes.
How expensive were those shoes?
Right? That's a whole nother problem
Whole nother
there.
problem. Right. Yeah. Now, hormone fluctuations or hormone flex, which I love, by the way, that you just said that.
Yeah.
Are definitely a problem, right? Starting at age 25, around age 25 is when both men and women peak in their testosterone.
Okay.
Okay. After age 25, it goes down by about 1 to 2% every year.
Interesting.
Okay? Until it hits very, very low. It will never hit 0 because you need it for a lot of life functionings, but it's going to be so low that it could be undetectable. But most of the time, especially because hormones are a fairly new conversation, we don't know where you were when you were 25.
Right.
Maybe you were already low.
Yeah.
We have no idea. So now you're like fighting against the aging of that picture, right? Low testosterone is a definite cause of decreased libido in men and women. Now, it also is the hormone that gives men like their vitality, right? Like when men come to my clinic, they say, something's wrong. I've lost my edge.
Yeah.
Literally, hands down, like 8 out of 10 men will say those exact words.
So that's just because they can't identify it or they
Yes.
know it and they don't want to say it?
Yeah. Or they know something's wrong, but they went to their doctor and their doctor's like, your testosterone's fine.
Yeah.
When it's not, but totally different story. And then I check it and I'm like, well, there's a huge difference between normal and optimal and how you feel.
That is really important to
Yeah.
have a conversation when you're talking about labs,
Yes.
because you look at your labs and you're like, you're within the whatever
You're
it
in
is
green.
to be
You're in the
okay.
green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think, okay, I'm in the green, I'm fine. When cases like that are like, you're barely in the
Right.
green.
Yeah.
Or you're right on the edge of
Yes.
something else.
But you have every symptom, right?
Mhm.
And that's huge, right?
Yeah.
For example, men, if you look at a Quest lab reference range, like normal testosterone is like 250 to 800, right? That's
a
green.
huge
That's green.
swing and range.
So if someone is 251, they're normal.
Yeah.
But they have every symptom, right? When I look at labs, I have an optimal range where I know people are symptom free, meaning not just libido,
Yep.
but are they losing that stubborn abdominal fat? Do they have energy? Do they have motivation? And that should be between 800 and 1200.
Okay.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And women is the same. Their numbers are different. They're like 1/10 of the numbers for testosterone that men are, but it's huge. It's a huge difference. So normal is not optimal. And that's a big distinction.
Yeah.
Okay. And then estrogen is the other libido hormone for women, right? So when you have low estrogen, you get vaginal dryness,
Mhm.
right? You get dry eyes too, but that's not going to change your libido. Okay. And then you get vaginal atrophy, right? The same way that our faces age, we get wrinkles, we lose elasticity. The same thing happens to your vagina.
Yeah.
Because you don't have estrogen.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Jill, do you have your keys on you?
Yes,
we'll,
of course.
We'll get near you. My poor son, while he's listening to dry vagina conversation, is waiting to move. I'm like, just throw it at the boy so he can move him out of the way, so he can run away faster than ever.
See, I told you.
You can get it.
Terrible at throwing.
We are talking to Jillian Martin, and we are talking about libido. We're talking about sex education. We're talking about symptoms and reasons why your body is saying no, no, no.
Mhm. Right.
And so we're talking about hormones, testosterone, progesterone also, or no?
So that can help if you're super anxious, not sleeping, super stressed. Technically, that's the progestation hormone, meaning it's the one that is high when you're pregnant or leading up to pregnancy. It's what gives you growing hair.
I love yapping with this nerd. I love it.
Oh, I love it. I could talk about this all day.
Well, because I think we're always finally having this conversation. I don't know
Yes.
what COVID did to all of us, but it forced us to have a conversation with ourselves deeply.
Yeah, right.
About
right.
what it,
Yeah.
I'm okay with this, but this, what
Right.
is this? Why is my hair thinning?
Right.
Why am I, and
Yeah.
we're aging, right?
Aging,
Things
yes.
happen.
Yes. Yeah, and we did talk last time, Stephanie, about putting the estrogen vaginal cream on your face.
I
It's
literally told a girlfriend that afterwards because she
yes,
was complaining all about whatever her
yes,
situation
yeah,
was. And it was really funny because I was having another conversation with that said friend and her manic behavior, her this, her that. And I
yeah.
was like, just try
Try
this.
it,
And
try it.
she now puts it on her face.
I love that, right? And I think there are even
She thinks it's easier.
I've seen some dermatologists recently. Obviously their focus is a lot of like fixing skin problems, but
Yeah.
like aging. They do a lot of Botox, they
Yeah.
do a lot of face creams. Now they're moving into like, let's make your vagina as pretty as your face.
We have a spa in Mashpee that does a facial for there.
Right. Yes. I've never
I've
had
never
that.
had a vaginal facial before. I don't know if I'm really comfortable with that quite yet in my
I
life.
feel like it needs a different word.
Right? It's a vajacial. It is a vajacial. Two separate words. And I was typing because I was helping her with the website the other day, and I was like, not a typo. Got it.
Not a
Got
typo,
it.
right? And your phone's like, are you sure? Are you sure?
I don't know if I'm that comfortable with what's going on in my. I'm much more outgoing than I've ever been in my old age, but I don't think I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's
Right.
get a vagina facial today.
Yes.
I'm not there yet.
Right. But you need to preserve the elasticity of your skin everywhere,
Okay.
right? So your face and your vagina, and the vaginal atrophy, which happens from low estrogen, is what causes painful sex as you age in menopause.
Right.
So keeping that elasticity will prevent
Look,
that
she's
from
not feeling
happening.
her best. I don't want to get in there.
Right, exactly. It's so uncomfortable.
That's real.
Right. It's real. It's very real. Yeah.
All the guys are like, God almighty, we're leaving.
Right. Yes, they don't need estrogen. But
Oh,
yeah.
that's funny. Viagra is a vasodilator, great for the gym.
It is.
You sound like an animal. I love it.
It is a vasodilator. Yeah. And they do give some women Viagra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
So it's on label, meaning FDA approved for women when they have Raynaud's. Do you know what that is?
Yes, I do. My friend has blue hands.
Yeah, exactly. So it dilates, so the blood flow gets there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's super hard to get that approved for that. And again, I know one patient, not my patient, that's on that. And she's like, it did nothing for my sex drive. I'm like, well, then that tells me it's not a hormone problem for you. Right.
Gotcha.
Like it's a desire mismatch or a stress overload or cognitive overload. Right. Meaning your mental to-do list is just kind of in this loop process and you can't get beyond it to think about sex.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's why you're going to reach out to Jillian and start talking to her about this conversation if you've got questions or if you want to have a more personalized approach as to what's going on with you.
Yes.
Because once again, it's not an exact science. It's not take this pill, you'll feel better tomorrow.
Right.
It's let's start taking apart what the problem is. And I think that is frustrating to many.
Yes. Yeah.
I know, like we're just trained to, I don't feel good, go to the doctor, I get medication, I go home, I feel better.
Yes. And a lot of people want a quick fix.
Everybody does.
Everybody wants. Yeah.
I don't have time for that.
I don't have time. I have blood pressure. Just give me a pill and it'll be better.
Yeah.
Or you want me to lose 50 pounds and exercise 5 times a week and stop eating like fried food.
So you're saying a libido is a combination of all of the
combination
things.
of all of the things. Yeah. And honestly, a lot of women say, oh, well, the guys can just take Viagra. It is a quicker fix for them for sure. But if they have low energy, low life drive, if they're obese, if they're super stressed, they have that fight or flight too.
Okay.
Right? The Viagra doesn't fix that. It just fixes their challenge with getting an erection when they do want to have sex.
Yeah. So is that really just a hormonal thing as we're hitting our 50s where guys are still raring and ready to go and girls are like, eh.
Yeah. Yeah. Because guys have a lot more testosterone for a lot longer.
Okay.
Right. Women have a 10th. Even when you're at your peak, you have a 10th of what a man has. So as it starts to go down, that's not the only hormone that goes down. The estrogen goes down with it.
Okay.
So yes.
So here we are probably having to take both.
Yeah. Yeah. Depending on where you are, if you're in perimenopause or around menopause, you haven't quite, you still have a period, giving you estrogen might make you feel like crap.
Okay.
right? Because when you're in perimenopause, your estrogen is like doing these like wild and crazy things.
Yeah.
It's like a ketchup bottle.
Hold on to your sled.
Yes. It's like
We're going
an
down.
almost empty ketchup bottle.
Okay.
Right. It's like nothing, all of the estrogen. And that's where the hot flashes come from.
Okay.
Yeah. So giving you estrogen is going to make that feel a little worse.
Okay.
But giving you testosterone, or even like we have some other peptides like oxytocin, right?
This is the conversation. Can we please talk about peptides? Everybody's
everyone wants
talking
to-
about peptides.
Yes.
Get this one, get that one. My girlfriend's like, well, you got to get this and this. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right. Those are fake words.
Oh my God.
Fake words.
Which, by the way, GLP-1s, that's a peptide,
It's a peptide,
right?
That's what the P stands for. It's peptide.
So
Yeah.
everybody's talking about peptides right
Yes.
now. There are
Yeah.
so many, not boutique, but fancy different
Yes,
peptides you can
everyone's
take for
using.
every little problem, and everybody
Yes.
thinks that this is the new thing. You can buy this one and
Mhm.
shoot subcutaneous drugs
Yep,
underneath your
that's true.
skin, and
That's true.
you can buy them
Yeah.
online now from anybody, and it's absolutely
could.
terrifying.
You could.
I got this email in one of my professional emails of the day where it was like, all right, let's talk about peptides. This one, GDK, is for your hair and skin, and this one
Yes.
is for your weight,
Yes.
and this
Yeah.
semamoreline or
Yeah.
tesamoreline, or this is for the
Yes.
this, and this is for this. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't have a medical degree.
Right. To understand the safety and the scary and the good and the bad. Yeah.
Should I be shooting myself up with all of these freaking peptides right now? Because everyone is.
Everyone
Because you
is.
can buy them from your hairdresser. So you can. So I really think that, yes, we have become our own enemy with the internet
Yes.
and the chat GPT
I
doctors
agree.
that we all have now.
Right. Well, I will tell you that if you're getting a peptide from an online company where you're never talking to a doctor,
Yep.
you are getting a research grade chemical.
Okay.
So if you want to experiment on yourself, the internet will let you do that.
Okay.
Okay. Doctors can prescribe them. It is a broad category, and honestly, that might be a good topic for the next time because it's
Please.
huge.
Yes.
It's a huge topic. If you're not going through a doctor, it's questionable what you're getting. Even if you're going through a doctor, it could still be questionable.
Okay.
It's like the wild, wild west of medication.
It really
Yes,
is right now. And
yes.
I just only waded my toe into it because a
Yeah.
girlfriend was like, oh, you got to get this and this and this.
Mhm.
And I was like,
Yes.
oh,
Yeah, we
hold,
have
please.
we have peptides for anti-aging. We have peptides for weight loss. We have peptides that are called an exercise mimetic, meaning it metabolically tells your body that you've exercised when you haven't.
I don't need that.
Right. So that you don't, people think, oh, I don't have to go to the gym. It actually enhances when you exercise.
Okay.
There are peptides that help you sleep. There are peptides that reduce your anxiety. Like,
all of which your body naturally makes, correct?
that's correct.
Okay,
That's
thank you.
correct. Yeah. So if you think about it, like GLPs are a peptide. That's what the P stands for. Insulin, which diabetics need, is also a peptide.
Okay.
So it's a super broad category that could mean a lot of
We'll
different
come back
things.
to this next time. And now we've got another topic to talk
Now we
about.
have
Yay.
another topic.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
My friend told me he got peptides to earn more muscle. I told him he needs to stop being a weak bitch and work out. I love you, Cindy.
Well, the peptides might help both of those things.
Cindy, so much. Eva said brain fog is a big thing. Jillian gave me something to
Yes.
put in my water. It's helping a lot.
Yes.
Casey, good morning. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Yeah.
Heather says, yay, Jillian is a wealth of knowledge. And I'm scooping it up. I'm
Yeah.
so thankful
Yes.
for it.
Yes. And honestly, like, I am happy to talk about this all the time. Or if anyone is like, I heard you say something about a hormone, what, can we have a discussion?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, I have consultations at my practice, but I also have a free 10-minute discovery call.
Love
Right?
it.
If you want to just call and be like, I don't know if this would be a thing for me,
Mhm.
we'll have a conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been talking about
Yeah.
libido today and
Yep.
sex drive
Yep.
and many different factors that go into it. But if you're like, we didn't touch on it, please reach out to Jillian or
Yes.
reach out to us privately if it's more comfortable. I'll
Yes.
definitely connect you with Jillian. Like, let's fix it.
Yeah, let's fix it. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I think I have two more points on libido before we wrap it up. And one might be a little uncomfortable.
Oh, but let's do it.
One is there's this author, she wrote a book called Mating in Captivity. And she basically said, in our super busy lives, if you're too busy for sex, you're too busy.
I like that.
Yeah. So it's super interesting. And the other one is you need way more lubrication than you think you do.
Amen.
Right? Like, just because your vagina isn't making lubrication doesn't mean you're broken.
Okay, I like
We're gonna fix it, right? There are so many brands there. I mean, you can use coconut oil, like do whatever you need to. There are some good brands, some bad brands, silicone versus water-based, but just because you need lubrication, don't let that be a factor against wanting to have sex.
I love it. Casey, I apologize if this is the first show you've ever joined us for, or maybe you're here specifically for it. I love it either way. She's like, oh my God, they were talking. I turn on them. They're talking about lube.
I literally heard about lube in the morning, right?
This is the best time is in the morning.
Yes.
We're old now.
Right? I know.
Morning is the best time.
Yeah, we can't do this at 9 p.m.
I can't. I'm not awake.
I'm not either.
I love you. Can do it in the morning. We'll see you later.
Something about coconut oil.
Right? I know for me, and I love that you address the busy life, the stressful life, the anxiety-ful life, the things that we're just busy, right?
Yeah.
And that does, if you're too busy for sex, you're too busy.
You're too busy.
It's a good mantra to leave on.
Yeah. And I like to think of it too, because some people are like, well, is it just me and my partner? Is because we fight or we don't get along or we're so busy we don't talk to each other? And I like to look at it like, okay, if for some reason all of a sudden you were no longer married today, right? Whatever happens, what kind of effort would you put into the dating scene?
Is zero.
Right. Well, maybe zero. But if you felt the need to get out there, like you would shave and you would put on some pretty clothes and you might put in some effort. Right?
Yep, that's true.
So do the same for your spouse.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, because maybe it's the marriage, maybe it's not the marriage, but unless you put in that effort, you're not going to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, very important to have a conversation about that, because when you're with somebody for 20, 30 years, it gets real comfortable.
It does. It does. Yeah. Yeah. And that doctor also said the best lubrication is communication.
Oh,
I know. I don't know
cute.
if that's true, but
I don't know.
But I heard it on the internet, so it must be true.
It sounded good. I looked it up with my peptides.
Research grade only.
I am so thankful to have this conversation. How do people get a hold of you?
Sure. So valenmedical.com is the website. The email is admin@valenmedical.com. Eric is in the office almost all the time. So
love you, Eric.
I love you, Eric. You're great. So he takes all those calls and answers all the emails.
Yeah. And very communicative too.
Yes, he's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's nice to have somebody that you can lean into in your business for that, for sure.
Yeah, he's super helpful. And in every regard, like the business would not function without him. I get to do what I get to do because he does all of the other amazing things.
And where's your location?
I'm in Marston's Mills. I'm right at the 4-way stop where the comm station is, the fire station in Marston's Mills. I've got a little shingle there near the Biz Checks.
Yep.
Yeah. In that plaza. Yeah.
What's up, Larry? I'm coming for you. Like, I need a check. I love you. Mashpee Chamber of Commerce.
You can just come see me and then walk a couple doors down.
That's perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
Jillian Martin, I'm so thankful for all that you just give to us. And definitely she'll be back to talk about some peptides. So come with your questions there.
Yes.
If you've got libido questions, if you've got hormone therapy questions, what else do you do in your practice that you want people to?
I do some medical weight loss, the GLPs. That's not my bread and butter. And I actually use the GLPs more to treat hormonal imbalance than I do weight loss. Yeah. So I do have them, but peptides are huge in my practice as well.
Okay.
So yeah.
And, fixing brain fog, like Eva says, you just never know.
The answer to that was creatine.
We just started having it in our house too, because my son wanted it for other reasons. But I was like, Jillian said everybody should have creatine.
Yes.
So now I've been like spicing it into the regular.
Just put it in everything.
We're all just trying to be our best around here.
Yeah.
I just want to feel good and go about my day.
Same. I want my brain to function at its best for as long as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Whatever it is you're doing this weekend, have a great weekend. I appreciate you all for taking a little chance, putting yourself out of your comfort zone and having this Friday morning conversation with us. It's nice to know you're not alone. And sometimes if we hit something that you're like, thank you. Well, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Right. You're welcome.
Come back to us again. Have a good weekend and we'll talk soon. I am ready to start the weekend. I don't know about you. Thanks, Jill. We'll talk later. It's sweaty in those headphones. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I was just squishing my ear.